I'm Chris,
And I'm Des.
and today we're here to talk to you about In the Heights, the Broadway
In the
musical
heck.
that was adapted into a movie. It was written by Lin Manuel Miranda, the music and lyrics, and the book is by, oh, I never say her name right, Kiara Udes.
It was directed by John Chu.
John Chu, that's right, the same guy who did Crazy Rich Asians. Uh, and Desiree, what did you think?
I loved it so much. I totally loved it. Now, if you are someone who has seen it on stage, then you should know going in maybe that it's a reinterpretation of it. It's not just straight stage to screen. It's a whole new. They revamped it. They twisted some things. Like the mother is totally gone. The Yeah, I think when I saw the play, because there's two romances in this story,
Mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
There's the um the Lin Manuel character
Usnavi and
and
Vanessa.
Navi and Vanessa, yes, and then there's the other character,
Nina
and
and Benny.
yes, and I feel like they focused it more on the other, like in the play, in the stage play. It's really more about. It's not about Usnavi and Vanessa. It's more about Benny and, you know, what's the other girl's name?
Nina.
Adina.
Nina, yeah.
It's more about Nina and Benny. Like the focus of the story is really more about them. But in the movie, I would say it's more about Usnavi and Vanessa.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
I
more
just thought
focused
that
on
was
that.
a shift in the focus, and then the mother being like not even there was a huge change. But I think the movie was so good. It incorporated the songs in this great way. The dancing was crazy good. The creativity of the perspectives. Like there's one number where they dance on the side of a building. I think that was totally John Chu bringing in this creativity level and inspiring Lin Manuel. I think it was so great, and it just feels like summer, and it feels like theater, and I thought it was a wonderful telling of the story. The only thing that I kind of was like, ooh, I don't know, was that you could really tell, or I felt I could really tell the difference between the Broadway actors that they were putting on stage and the non-Broadway actors, because the Broadway actors were selling 100% all the time, their facial expression and all the stuff, and the non-Broadway actors that they brought in because they could sing good, like they had beautiful voices. These girls have just gorgeous voices, but I felt like their facial expression and like they weren't quite acting up to the level that the other actors were. Like the main guy, Anthony Ramos, is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
He is killing it, like 100%. He is killing. He's every scene. He is like, I can't wait for this guy to do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. He is going to be huge. He's going to be working for the rest of his life, no question. But the girls that they brought in that did not do this on stage, just there's just something that wasn't quite there. Like their voice is there and they can sing great, but the sparkle, the Broadway sparkle in your eyes, that just wasn't there. But otherwise, I would say 10 out of 10, would recommend. Beautiful, wonderful story. What did you think?
Yeah, I like the movie a lot, and I do think you're right that it's an adaptation. But I think even like I almost think of like separately, like it's very good. I remember when I saw the original cast on Broadway with Lynn and Karen and everybody on there, it was great. And here's the problem that always happens is that when you see the original cast or when you've had this original cast recording in your brain, um, like these girls, especially like the one who played Vanessa, Melissa Barrera, she she's good. I'm like good like I see. I almost felt like I get what you're saying because there is something like not as sparkly with it, but I feel like her acting was like fine. She did, she was fine, whatever. But she's not a singer like capital S singer like Karen Olivo is, and so she like I know it won't be long now the Karen version in my brain by heart,
Yeah.
and it's like I'm gonna belt this note to the back of that house that everyone can hear, and she does, right? Uh, and she plays it very like it won't be long now, kind of like okay. And I felt the same way about Nina too. Leslie Grace, I liked the actress who played Nina a little bit better. I liked her as I think she was likable, but she sang it very like quieter, because they're film actors, so they're singing to this camera right here instead of like to the whole room. And so I think you're right. That kind of comes across as like, oh, it feels like you're not as in it. Yeah,
A
but
little bit less.
you're
It's just a
muted.
little bit less.
Yeah, you're on mute in compared to Anthony Ramos. Sorry, everybody else. I will say too, like I loved the three girls: Stephanie Beatrice, who played Carla, and then
They killed it.
Dasha
I
Polanka, who
loved
played
it so much.
Kuka, and Daphne Rubin Vega, who was in one of the originals in Rant years and years ago. I think this is the best singing she's ever done. First of all,
Absolutely, no question. No question. Like, even better than Rent.
yeah, totally better than Rant.
Oh, this character was built for her.
Yeah, she was
and
great.
She stepped right on up, and she was on point the whole time.
Daniela.
It was so good for her.
Yeah, she was great, and I like Corey Hawkins too. He's good. I thought Jimmy Smits was good too,
Yeah.
and
Grandmother.
Lin Manuel was good too. He's in it a lot more, like because it's him. That Pirago guy comes
Yeah.
up more than it would. Like if it was Bob playing the Pirago guy, they'd be like, "Here's one scene with Bob. See you later." It was nice to see like Christopher Jackson in there and him kind of like ball ring, if you like Hamilton. You'll get all this. They're also the originals in the Heights on Broadway as well too. But yeah,
I think I could have done without him in this whole movie.
Lynn or
Yeah.
Christopher. Yeah, I mean,
I think it was distracting more than it was
because
fitting
he's
into the story.
because he's so famous, he almost takes you out of it for a second.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think it's true. Olga Paredes, who played Abuela Claudia on Broadway, and then in this, she's just so good at that part. She's so good.
I love her so much. And the song that she has a whole number to herself. Like it's the 11 o'clock number kind
Mhm.
of this whole thing. And she kills it.
So good.
And then with the movie, they're able to put
Mhm.
like it takes the number to a whole nother level because they can like really do it right. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
I love her so much.
And you're right that John M. Chu, his directing is so perfect for this because it's like same thing with Crazy Rich Asians, like bright and colorful and
Yeah.
fun, like high energy all the time. And so then even 96,000, which is like everyone, like that's a song everyone loves in the musical because it's fun and upbeat. Everyone sings a part of it. Like when they're dancing in the water all together and it's all these
Yeah.
bright colors and throwing water and stuff all over, it's just so fun. Like, oh, that's so fun.
And it's so like Busby Berkeley, this
Yes.
whole thing,
Yes.
right? Like they totally reimagined it.
Yeah.
And they went retro in all the cinematography of it all.
Yeah.
And they're all at this public pool, which is not in the play at all. Like
Right.
this is a whole new aspect of the song that they do it here instead of like in the play it's in a nightclub that they're doing the 96,000 thing in the blackout. But it's so much. I think it's so great. It's so great.
Yeah, I thought it was good too. But I will say, overall, I think Anthony Ramos just carries this movie. He's so good. He's so
He
good.
kills in this movie.
He's so good in it.
He has owned it. Like I think he's played the character so many times, and then he just is so in tune with Lin Manuel. Like he's got it down.
Yeah. He seemed very very easy to work with. Like he loves Lin Manuel. John M. Chu. You can just see it in the thing of like he's just moving where he needs to move and going where he needs to go, and I think keeps the energy. He's what keeps the energy going the
For
whole
sure.
time for sure. Also, they kind of the character of Sonny, who
He was great.
yeah he was great,
The
but
kid.
they made him like a little younger than in the movie, and then made him like like a kid. And there's this connection. And then Mark Anthony's his dad. Let me tell you, Mark Anthony looks like I don't know what happened to him, but
Well, Mark Anthony, like, he just comes in and does this one part. Like that part isn't even in the play again. So
Yeah.
this I think is just added to give you depth and give you
Right.
character and give you more backstory. I think he does great.
the little kid is. I mean, not little kid, but Gregory Diaz the fourth. That's his name. He was very good. I will say, I kind of could have done without the Mark Anthony thing too. Like, it almost like takes away from like I don't need Mark Anthony to be in this movie, and you don't need that scene in that movie at all. But that's just nitpicky stuff. Overall, I agree with you. Really good, super fun. It's gonna be on HBO Max now for the next month, and then you can also go see it in the movie theater like we did. We saw an advanced screening of it, and it was super fun. And
I
it's
recommend going to the theater, y'all. I'm
Yes,
like,
please
if
do.
you have it all within you to get out of the house and to go to the theater, I think it's worthy of that event. This
yes, it totally is. And it's take a group of friends with you who want to have fun and
movie.
see something
Sure,
fun.
have a good time. Remember what it's like to go to the movies.
Yes, totally. It has heavy parts in it, but it has enough lightheartedness to it as well too to balance those heavy parts. Like the themes are important, but at the same time, there's
The
some.
music is so good.
So
it's
good.
really well done.
It's almost like that Lin-Manuel guy knows how to write music or something like that.
Maybe
Maybe.
he knows what he's doing.
Right. And, he's pretty good. So we enjoyed it. Let us know what you think. Like, subscribe.
Please do. Please comment and tell us what you thought about it. We'd love to know.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.